Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get this goofy mother effer right here, Chefosaurus Rex, and look at Mr. Wish. He looks like a PIMP. So these are both deviants that there's a small chance of getting, and also where you get Chefosaurus Rex, you also have a chance to get Pyro Dino instead. I haven't gotten him yet, but we will eventually. So I'm going to show you a method on how to farm these things. Also, while doing the Chefosaurus Rex run through, I'm going to be showing you how to farm activators and long-lasting activators by doing these runs. So a little prep time before we start these. I want to make sure you empty your backpack. Even if you're going to do the speed run method, you'll still be collecting a lot of materials. If you do choose to not speed run, you'll be getting a lot, and I mean a lot of materials. So make sure your backpack is quite empty. Also, if you do have the synthesis machine unlocked, I want you to be able to craft a couple of these Molotov cocktails, as many as you can really. It will be worth it for when you go after Chefosaurus Rex. You'll get a gear crate if you have them, so it's always good to have. Last thing I want to make sure you have is some sort of sanity gummy, or something that makes it so your sanity goes down. Yeah, I just got some sanity gummies. I think I made some tea also, but make sure you have sanity gummies so that you don't have to come back to your hideout to lay down and get that going down. And then also make sure you have some, boiled water or some food, because you're going to be doing these runs over and over again. And again, you don't want to keep coming back over and over to your hideout. A little PSA for if you are going to be doing these speed runs, only one deviant shows up and spawns at a time. So if you are in a team of 2 or more, only one of you will probably get one. I had this happen to me and my teammate, my mod Chubby. I gave him the deviant though, because I'm just Canadian. I have to be a nice guy like that. But my chat also confirmed that only one spawns when they did this with a team also. So let me know if you guys have gotten 2 or more to spawn, but so far only one spawns. The other thing is, when you quit out of silos and you're in a team, it kicks everyone on that team out. So when you are quitting out of the silo because you didn't get the deviant and you're on a team, just make sure before you enter, you have to re-up the team again. The first deviant we're going to be going after is Mr. Wish. To do that, you need to go to this silo right here, Securement Silo Sigma, and it's just west of Deadsville. Deadsville is the first town you unlock in the game, so just west of there is a silo. Unlock it, and yeah, you're level 15 recommended. You don't have to be too high of a level. There's a lot of materials here. Now let me show you how to do a speed run, and let me just show you how to do a normal run. So we're just about to enter the silo here, and just a heads up, for some reason all of this didn't record my gameplay sound, so you're just going to continuously hear some cool background music. But we are in the silo. This is our first run. We're taking our time. We're not going too heavy. I'm going to show you a couple of little things here, but this area, you're going to have to clear out all these guys. It's not too bad. There are a lot of people. It's a lot harder than the Chefosaurus Rex. I would say this silo it takes a little bit more time to get to the end where the deviant is, but just make sure you have ammo, make sure you're killing everyone. And this is the most important part right here, because you need a key card from one of these guys. So I'm just clearing out everyone, and then what we're going to do is we are going to go look for the I would say mini boss. I don't know. He's not really a boss, but he's just like he's more geared than all these other guys, So right here, just behind here, is a regular looking guy, I would say, but he has right there, he has a little turret next to him. See how there's a little turret to him? This is the guy you need to kill, and you need to make sure you get the key card off him. So he will always drop the key card. Grab it. Now we can move on to the next place, but right now, because this is my first run, I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of materials. There's tons around here. If you are higher level than this and you're like, I'm good on all this stuff, hey, you can just fast forward, which I will, but this is a good place to get materials. There's a ton of stuff here. So when you go through the first set of doors after you get the key card, you'll see this. There is a weapons box here. You can always be grabbing if you want a bunch of materials. Again, I'm just going to grab this weapons box, because why wouldn't you? I got the camping knife. I already have it, but hey, we'll level up our camping knife then. So now I'm just I'm just grabbing materials. That's all I'm doing. This is my first run doing this, so I'm trying to look at every little thing so that you guys know about it. But man, there's a faster way of doing this. So after we go through those double doors, instead of going straight to the weapon crate, if you go left, there's a ventilation shaft. You have to go through this ventilation shaft every single time you want to clear this area and try to get Mr. Wish. So you just go through it. There's no danger to be had. Go up the ladder. Again, another ventilation shaft. We're just gonna go through it. And then we'll pop out at this main area. So now you can clear out all these guys if you want. I do it because, again, it's my first run. I'm trying to show everything off. But what you can do instead is you can just go straight to the elevator that's behind me. So I'm clearing out all these guys. I don't need to. I can just take the damage and run to the area that Mr. Wish is at. But I'm just, again, showing you me killing guys, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry. But right here is the elevator where you need that key card to go into this area. And this is where you're going to have a chance to get Mr. Wish. So we'll go into this elevator area. And what we could have done, again, we could have just taken all the damage from those guys right after the ventilation shaft, gone through this. And yeah, we're now into the Mr. Wish area. So once we get here, it's actually taking a lot more time than the Chefosaurus Rex Pyro Dino one. This one takes a long time because it's a wave-based system where you have to be in a circle and a wave of enemies will come at you. So what you have to do right here is you have to just click this, go to parties on. As you can see, just press F, and then it's a wave-based mode. In the top left, you'll see that it's charging, and it keeps charging as long as you're in the circle that the toy's at. I didn't know it at this time, so I'm just kind of killing them outside, and as you can see, it's not charging up, so I'm like, oh crap. So I go back up here. This is the little circle. As long as I'm in here, it's charging up, and you're gonna go wave and after wave after wave. Let me fast forward to the end here. So now that we are at 90%, we have to kill the boss shepherd, which isn't too bad. Just keep pushing. It's kind of annoying, actually. This thing was a lot more annoying than I thought it was going to be. At the end, when I really started doing run after run, I was able to do this really fast. I actually really got annoyed by this character shepherd, but as you can see, downed it. Awesome. Get back in the circle and charge up for the rest of the time. Once the charger hits 100, we're done, victory, but Mr. Wish didn't show up. What would happen is Mr. Wish would float into the center here and you'd be able to capture them, but they didn't, so we'll just grab the remains that is here, this little glowing thing, and this is where you can just quit out, reset, and do it all over again and try to get Mr. Wish the next run. I'm going to show you my speed run where I do get Mr. Wish, and I'm going to show you how much more fast it can be. So we are going to watch this run on 2x speed. I'm sorry to say, it's just so we can fast forward everything and you guys don't have to deal with it. But all I'm doing is I'm trying to clear these guys out as fast as possible. And then we want to grab that key card. So I'm just going to grab barrels. I just blew that one up in my face, whatever. But all we're doing is we're clearing these initial guys out, and I want to grab that key card as fast as possible. Okay, there's the key card. We grab it. And then we go straight to the, right here, we go straight to this ventilation shaft. I think this is my 8th run trying for Mr. Wish. I think it took about 8 times, you guys, which isn't too bad, especially if you get this route down pretty fast. Now, I'm not even dealing with anyone. I'm going straight to that elevator. Like I said, we're gonna go straight to this elevator. I'm just gonna go straight in, boom. And now we all are already at trying to do the waves that come at us. I'm not going to show you the waves because obviously it's the same. You can't speed run the waves. That's the annoying part. This part is you just have to deal with it. And there's a lot of guys. So, you know, take your time, do what you need to. Now we're going after Shepherd. As you can see, it was a lot faster than the original time, already dead. We're going to charge this thing up to 100. Okay, I'm just gonna cut right here. Hold on, let me speed it up to 100. Jesus, okay, I'm just gonna leave it, but I just got blown up there. So I got it to 100, and here's Mr. Wish who will float on in. So there's the remains, and then Mr. Wish, there he is. He float on in, and you get him. So now let's talk about Chefosaurus Rex and where to get him. He is at this silo right here. Recommended level is 25. It's just north of Greywater Camp. Again, another city you'll eventually go to while you're completing the story mission. And yeah, it's actually not too bad because you're barely going to be fighting really anyone. I'm going to show you how to speed run this, and you're going to be able to get a lot of those activators also. This is where we're going to be farming those. So we're going to jump into the silo right here. Let's just jump in there. Okay, this is the start of it. We're going to go through the first area. There are a bunch of guys. Again, when you speed run this, you're not going to be fighting anyone, but you know, it was my first couple of times and I wasn't thinking about that. So I am killing people. I'm a sucker. What can I say? I'm a sucker for materials. I love loot, but all we're doing is we're killing a bunch of guys. You don't have to get the key card unless you want to complete the entire silo. So we're not going to go get that. The key card is through this door to the left. But instead of going left to get the key card, because we don't need it, and all I'm doing is quitting out if I don't get it, we are just going to continue forward here. Going to destroy all these things. Little buggers. You have to destroy this. Quick, quick, quick. Now, something to know when you go into this next area that's about to come up is if you do go into these black puddles. Oh, okay. Well, again, I'm a loot hoarder. What can I say? I'm a loot hoarder. So in this next area, just through these, through this door. Why am I shooting these guys? I went past them. Just leave them, geeks. I'm such a dum-dum, right? Such a dum-dum. I'm going to fast forward. Okay, so here we go through the double doors. And as you can see, there's that black water on our right here. If you do step on that black water or you stay still in that black water, your sanity level goes up. So you want to avoid that. But remember how earlier I was saying you need Molotovs? It's for this room. So it's up to you whether or not you want to do this. If you're doing a true speed run, like I'm going to show you in a second here, I don't do this, but if you want, you can get the gear crate. Again, I'm shooting stuff. So see that little stuff right there, little vines? That's where you're going to throw the Molotov. And no, you cannot use a fire barrel or anything like that. You need Molotovs. It's kind of dumb, but it is the way it is. So after that fire goes out, I'm going to hit this gear crate. Okay, we got a heavy duty mask. That's pretty cool. I didn't have it yet, so I'm pretty happy. But after that, what we're going to do is there is an elevator in this room. As you can see, it's right here. You're going to call the elevator. You're going to go downstairs. This is like the loading screen, right? Like that's all this elevator pretty much is it's a loading screen to the next area. Okay, now the doors are going to open and you're going to hear a lot of creepy people, like sounds and whatnot. And this is where actually you can farm a lot of activators, because behind this office desk right here is 3 things you can loot that's all full of medical items. I got over, I think, like 20 activators and 10 long-lasting activators just by speed running this. So if you do have this silo available to you, you don't have to craft any of that stuff. Just do a couple of these runs. So what you're going to do is you are going to go into this little area. Again, it's going to make a little loading screen behind the doors. We're going to go through and you're going to see the umbrella person right here. So this is the only character you have to beat. But of course, this is my first couple of runs, so I'm not knowing the fastest way to do this. And this umbrella person right here is who we have to defeat. Once we defeat this umbrella person, it's going to bring us into this kid's room. Boom. See that? All you have to do is go through that now. And now that we're in this kid's room, this is where Chefosaurus Rex or Pyro Dino does spawn. If they aren't starting to float to you like Mr. Wish did, they didn't spawn. You can quit out right here, or you can just go through the door and finish out the silo. But this is where I just quit. If I don't get Pyro Dino or Chefosaurus Rex, I quit out and I redo it. Now let me show you the speed run version of this. I do it in less than 2 minutes. Okay, so we spawn in, we go straight for the door. We don't shoot anyone, we don't do anything. I'm ignoring all these all these things right here. Ignore them all. Who cares? Go through this door. You are going to have to kill. There's going to be one of the lanterns, one of these bomb things. And then over around this corner is you do have to destroy this. Jesus, geeks, get your shit together, buds. Okay, now we're just going to destroy this the good old-fashioned way with a gun. Okay, now that's over with. I'm going to move over through these doors. We're going to go straight for the elevator. Honestly, the elevator loading times and that one room that you go into is going to be probably the longest things you have to stand through. So here, let me fast forward this loading screen here. Okay, now the elevator's open. We're gonna go straight for the phone that's on the desk. That's what's ringing and it activates the other room. But again, I'm quickly gonna grab all this activators, all these medical items, because why not? And then we're gonna go through the room. It's going to, again, be a technically just a loading screen behind this door. It's just loading. And when I do go get the umbrella girl, all I'm doing is I'm focusing on the umbrella girl right away. After they're dead, I am going through the door. So here, the umbrella takes 2 seconds to spawn in. Boom, boom, boom. I think this one I'm gonna switch weapons. Yeah, I switched to my pistol so that I don't have to even reload my other gun. And we're already in the room. That's it. That's how fast it is. Okay, it didn't spawn. Now I'll quit out and redo it. That's how you do a speed run on this one. If you know anything about my videos, I do go a little more in depth, so they are longer videos, but I'm always going to make sure I chapter them out. So if you want just the quick condensed version, you can jump around as you want. So if you did watch this whole thing though, thank you guys so much. That means more than you know. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. All this footage was taken on twitch.tv/Geekseh. That's where I streamed the game. Come by, hang out, and until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.